Thank you, Chairman, and I really appreciate and am excited about being on the committee and the opportunity to work with you on this very important issue. I want to thank the witnesses that will be here today and their willingness to appear before the committee to discuss the path forward on a sustainable future. I'd like to begin by discussing the amazing progress the United States has made on sustainability. We're leading the world in reducing emissions. According to the International Energy Agency, and I quote, "The United States saw the largest decline in energy-related CO2 emissions in 2019 on a country basis. Because these reductions have come via innovation and market forces, energy costs have significantly decreased nationwide." Over the summer, the EPA released its annual air quality report. From 2017 to 2019, under the leadership of the President, air pollution emissions have dropped 7%. Due to these falling emissions, the United States saw a substantial improvement in air quality. The number of days listed as unhealthy for sensitive groups in the air quality index dropped by 34% from 2017 to 2019. The EPA has made large strides in many areas when it comes to environmental protection. According to the EPA Administrator, Andrew Wheeler, quote, "EPA has delisted 27 Superfund sites, the most in a single year since 2001, and plans to delist 27 more this year. The EPA has also helped finance more than $40 billion in clean water infrastructure, supporting 7,100 high-priority projects and 27,000 jobs during President Trump's first term," end quote. Although it's not widely reported by the media, the Trump administration's EPA is continuing to hold corporations accountable for environmental crimes. Earlier in September, the EPA reached a settlement with Daimler AG for $1.5 billion over Mercedes-Benz's emissions cheating scandal. These statistics are truly amazing. The Trump administration is making substantial progress to protect the environment while simultaneously growing the economy. And I know firsthand that Americans across the country are also taking the initiative to protect the environment. Earlier this year, I had the idea to plant trees in Tennessee's highway interchanges, which not only would reduce CO2 through both the withdrawal of it by trees and decrease the production of CO2 from the mowing. The icing on the cake is beautification. I mean, who doesn't love a tree? Because of House ethics rules, though, I couldn't really be involved with it, so I shared my idea with friends back home who formed an entity and are going to be planting trees in interchanges all across Tennessee starting in November. What we cannot do, though, is resort to fear tactics to scare people into action regarding climate change. It's not healthy or productive, and the mental health impacts regarding the fear of climate change are growing at a staggering rate. A survey of 30,000 people worldwide found that nearly all of those people believed climate change would make humanity extinct in the coming years. Doomsday scenarios, almost all of which have been proven wrong, push people out of this discussion. We've all heard them, and we've heard the revisions of those predictions each time they fail, and I believe they only serve to push reasonable people out of the discussion. It's an important discussion. I hope that our committee can move past those doomsday scenarios and headlines and focus on the policy steps we can be taking right now, and what their costs and impacts really are. After multiple hearings on climate change this year, I'm encouraged that we will be hearing from majority witnesses who will hopefully describe a sensible path forward to safeguard America's health, unlike unrealistic pipe dreams such as the Green New Deal. According to a study performed by a minority witness, one part of the Green New Deal would cost an average family $165,000 and wipe out 5.2 million jobs with negligible climate benefit. I fear that a premature move away from fossil fuels, particularly in poor areas, means that they will continue to have little access to the type of cheap, reliable energy that enables economic growth and allows for the provision of clean water and sanitation, widespread vaccination, and preventive child health services. I know that from my constituents in Tennessee, clean air and clean water are vital to their livelihoods and well-being. And as for me, I'm a fly fisherman. I want my streams clear. and I want the trout in them not to glow. It's important also for a robust economy. The United States is fortunate to have copious clean energy natural resources, and we must use those resources to advance American interests while continuing to lead the world in emission reductions. Inexpensive, accessible energy has led to technological, medical, and other advances that have driven the American economy and increased U.S. life expectancy. Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and again, I really look forward to working with you.